There's something missing at the old Dixon gas and shop. It was an unmistakable landmark.
Probably in this location over here.
Former Dixon Mayor Jack Batchelor knew it well.
Maybe 3 or 4 stories tall. I mean, you could see it probably from a quarter of a mile down the freeway.
This is Dixie, a 71-foot fiberglass dinosaur. Why Dixie?
Well, I guess it's short for Dixon.
Dixie was sort of an advertising stunt for a cigarette store called Cheapers. The 14,000-pound dinosaur was flown by helicopter and placed along I-80 in Dixon.
It didn't meet county regulations in terms of signage and codes.
The county of Solano didn't like the prehistoric marketing stunt. The 5-story dino wasn't permitted, and zoning officials debated over the fiberglass statue for years, until one day, Dixie disappeared.
Yeah, as dinosaurs do. You know, they came in and then it became extinct in Dixon.
In 1996, Dixie was airlifted again and relocated to the Cheapers cigarette store in Benitia. Unfortunately, Dixie was renamed to Benny, but in 2005, the dino disappeared again, but this time for good.
We had lots of articles and lots of times.
Few people really know what happened to Dixie.
It made national news.
But John Roscoe knows exactly what happened to the dinosaur.
My kids said I had a fiberglass addiction.
John was the owner of Cheapers convenience stores, and I met him at his home in Fairfield.
We decided that the stores ought to have a theme.
You won't find a Cheapers store today, and I'll tell you about that in a moment, but if you go down to the Power Mart in Lathrop, you can see what one used to look like. You can't miss it. It's the one with the giant UFO on the roof.
We've done foolish things before.
Dixie was by far John's favorite fiberglass sculpture.
There it is.
But these days, it's pretty hard to see.
This is going to be the head.
Dixie is in 5 pieces, laying on John's property overlooking Solano County and I-80, where she used to stand.
We trucked it here, and it's been here ever since.
The reason Dixie ended up here is a little complex. You see, a while back, John ran into some trouble with federal prosecutors. In 2011, he pled guilty to making false statements to a bank. John eventually sold off all the Cheapers stores.
Everything's a learning experience.
All that is behind John now, but what's not clear is what's in store for Dixie.
This area has burned twice since Dixie's been here.
Dixie is not in the safest spot. Back in 2008, wildfires ripped through John's property.
The wind shifted a little and the embers come over.
In 2017, another wildfire burned John's house to the ground, and it was another close call for Dixie.
We had it engineered to be safe, and we had it engineered to survive.
Besides some of the fading paint, the 70-foot dino is still in remarkable shape.
It can easily be put back together again if the residents of any town want to put Dixie together. Come and see me.
John has come up with a creative way to move Dixie in the past, but this time he's waiting for someone else to hatch up a new plan to resurrect her. What happens if this thing hatches?
We're going to have another dinosaur.
In Fairfield, John Bartell, ABC 10 News.